Hi everyone, welcome back to Greenfairymari. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to crochet these super cute plushies inspired by Pompompurin and Macaroon. I designed this pattern to work for both characters, so whichever one you want to make, you can just follow the same steps. So we're going to start with the head and the body. First, we have to make a magic ring. And chain 1. In round 1, we have to make 8 single crochets into the magic ring. After that, pull the yarn tail to close the ring. And place a stitch marker in the last stitch of the round. We're going to do this in every round. For round 2, make 1 single crochet in the first stitch, after that, make another single crochet in the same stitch. This is our first increase. In the next stitch, make another increase, and as you can see, an increase is just 2 single crochets in the same stitch. And continue making increases in each stitch around. When you get to the end of the round, remove the stitch marker and make the last increase. Place the stitch marker back in the last stitch, and at the end of the round, you should have 16 stitches. Before we continue, I'm going to secure this yarn tail. I like to do this to make sure the magic ring doesn't come undone, and you can do this every time you make a magic ring. In round 3, make 1 single crochet in the first stitch, then make an increase in the next stitch. Now repeat this sequence all the way around. 1 single crochet, then an increase. Continue repeating this sequence all the way around. At the end, you should have 24 stitches. In round 4, we have to make 1 single crochet, After that, 1 increase. Now we're going to make the next pattern. 2 single crochets, 1, 2. After that, 1 increase. Repeat that again. 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, and 1 increase. Repeat this pattern of 2 single crochets and 1 increase 5 more times. To finish this round, make 1 last single crochet, and we should have 32 single crochets. For round 5, we have to make 3 single crochets, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, and 3 single crochet. After that, make an increase. So this is the sequence we're going to repeat for this round. 3 single crochets, then an increase. Continue repeating this sequence until the end of the round to get 40 stitches. For rounds 6 to 10, we're going to make 1 single crochet in each stitch. We don't need to make any increases for these rounds, so that's 5 rounds with 40 single crochets in each round. After those 5 rounds, we're going to make round 11. Make 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, then make an increase. Now we're going to make the next pattern. 4 single crochets, 1 single crochet, 2, 3, and 4 single crochets. After that, make 1 increase. Repeat that again. 4 single crochets, and then make 1 increase. Repeat this pattern of 4 single crochets and 1 increase 5 more times. To finish this round, make 1 single crochet in each of the last 2 stitches. And we should have 48 single crochets. For rounds 12 to 19, we're going to make 1 single crochet in each stitch. We don't need to make any increases for these rounds, so that's 8 rounds with 48 single crochets in each round. And don't forget, you can find the other sitting plushies on my channel too. After those 8 rounds, we're going to make round 20. Start with 2 single crochets, then 1 decrease. To make a decrease, insert your hook into the front loops of the next 2 stitches. Grab the yarn and pull it through those 2 loops. Grab the yarn again and pull through all 2 loops on your hook. That's 1 decrease. Now we're going to make the next pattern. 4 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, and after that we have to make 1 decrease. Repeat that again, 4 single crochets, after that 1 decrease. Repeat this pattern of 4 single crochets and 1 decrease 5 more times. To finish this round, make 1 single crochet in each of the last 2 stitches. We should have 40 stitches in total. For round 21, we have to make 3 single crochets, after that make 1 decrease. This is the sequence we're going to repeat for this round: 3 single crochets, and 1 decrease. Continue repeating this pattern to get 32 stitches. To start round 22, we have to make 1 single crochet in the first stitch. After that, make 1 decrease. Now we're going to make the next pattern: 2 single crochets, then 1 decrease. Repeat that again: 2 single crochets, then make 1 decrease. Repeat this pattern of 2 single crochets and 1 decrease 5 more times. To finish this round, make 1 last single crochet. We should have 24 stitches. To start round 23, we have to make 1 single crochet in the first stitch. After that, make 1 decrease. This is the sequence we're going to repeat for this round: 1 single crochet, and 1 decrease. Continue repeating this pattern to get 16 stitches. Now we're going to add the stuffing. We'll use this part with the stitch marker as the back, so this will be the front. We're going to shape the belly right here, adding a little more stuffing to make it nice and chubby. For round 24, we're only going to make decreases all the way around. So just keep doing decreases until the end of the round to get 8 stitches. After that, we're going to cut the yarn and leaving a long tail. And add a little more stuffing if needed. Then we're going to use the yarn needle to go through the front loops of the last 8 stitches of the round. Once we've gone through all 8 stitches, pull the yarn to close the body. Then we're going to make a knot and weave the yarn into the body. And this is what they look like. I have both of my chubby little guys ready. And if you love these two, I also have their mini versions here on my channel. Now we're going to make the legs. First, we have to make a magic ring. And chain 1. For round 1, we have to make 8 single crochets into the magic ring. After those 8 single crochets, pull the yarn tail to close the ring and don't forget to place the stitch marker in the last stitch of the round. For round 2, we have to make 8 increases all the way around. That means 2 single crochets in each stitch for a total of 16 stitches. For rounds 3 and 4, we only have to make 1 single crochet in each stitch, so that's 16 stitches in each of these 2 rounds. And this is what they look like. Now for round 5, we have to make 4 single crochets. After that, we have to make 4 decreases in a row. After that, make 4 more single crochets. At the end of this round, we should have 12 single crochets. Now we can cut the yarn and leave a long tail, and we have to add a little bit of stuffing. To make the arms, we have to make a magic ring and chain 1. For round 1, we have to make 8 single crochets into the magic ring. After those 8 single crochets, pull the yarn tail to close the ring. For round 2, we have to make 1 single crochet in each stitch. At the end, we should have 8 single crochets in total. For rounds 3 and 4, we only have to make 1 single crochet in each stitch. So we'll have 8 stitches in each of these 2 rounds. After that, we have to add a little bit of stuffing. Now we're going to close the arm. So insert your hook into the next stitch. Then go back into the last stitch of the round 4, where the stitch marker is, and make 1 single crochet. Now we just keep doing the same thing. Go into the next stitch, then into the opposite stitch, and make another single crochet. Just keep doing that for the remaining 2 single crochets. After that, cut the yarn and leave a long tail. To make the tail, we have to make a magic ring and chain 1. For round 1, we're going to make 6 single crochets into the magic ring. After that, pull the yarn to close the magic ring. For round 2, we have to make 1 single crochet in each stitch. At the end, we should have 6 stitches in total. After that, turn the piece right side out. We're going to close the tail the same way we did the arms. This time, we'll close it with 3 single crochets. After that, cut the yarn and leave a long tail. Now we're going to make the ears. Make a magic ring and chain 1. For round 1, make 8 single crochets into the magic ring. After that, pull the yarn tail to close the ring. In round 2, we have to make 8 increases. That means 2 single crochets in each stitch. Just continue making increases all the way around to get 16 stitches. From rounds 3 to 7, we only have to make 1 single crochet in each stitch. So that's 5 rounds in total with 16 stitches in each round. And this is how those 5 rounds look. In round 8, we're going to make 2 single crochets and 1 decrease. Repeat that again, 2 single crochets and 1 decrease. Continue repeating this sequence 2 more times to get 12 stitches. For round 9 and 10, we only have to make 1 single crochet in each stitch. That's 2 rounds in total with 12 stitches in each round. After that, just add a little bit of stuffing. Now we have to close the ear just like we did with the arms and tail. Insert your hook into the next stitch, then go back into the last stitch of the round where the stitch marker is and make 1 single crochet. Now we just keep doing the same thing. Go into the next stitch, then into the opposite stitch and make another single crochet. Just keep doing that for the remaining 4 single crochets. After that, we can cut the yarn and leave a long tail. Now we're going to make macaroon's bow. We're going to start with a slip knot. And chain 15. Once we have our 15 chains, we're going to start round 1. We have to start in the second chain from the hook and make 1 single crochet. Then in the next 5 chains, we're going to make 1 double crochet in each chain. So that's 5 double crochets. After that, we're going to make 2 single crochets, 5 double crochets, after those 5 double crochets, make 1 single crochet. For round 2, we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. Then we're going to make 1 single crochet. After that, make 5 double crochets, after that 2 single crochets, five double crochets, and finally 1 single crochet. Once we're done, we're going to cut the yarn, leaving a long tail. Now we're going to make a knot and hide the shorter tail. Then we're going to fold the bow like this and sew it together. After that, we're going to wrap the yarn around it a few times to give the bow its shape. Wrap the yarn around, pull it tight, and repeat 3 more times. Now we're going to make a knot at the back, but don't cut this tail because we're going to use it later. Now we're going to make Pompompurin's hat. We're going to start with a magic ring. and chain 1. For round 1, we're going to make 8 single crochets inside the magic ring. After that, pull the yarn to close the ring. For round 2, we're going to make an increase in each stitch. So that means 2 single crochets in each stitch. Just continue making increases all the way around to get 16 stitches. For round 3, we have to start with 1 single crochet. After that, 1 increase. Repeat that again. 1 single crochet and 1 increase. Keep repeating this pattern all the way around to get 24 stitches. For round 4, we're going to insert our hook into the back loop only, just like I'm showing you here. Then we're going to make 1 single crochet in each stitch, working into the back loop all the way around. At the end of this round, we should have 24 stitches. After that, we can cut the yarn and leave a long tail. For the little button on top of the hat, we have to make a slip knot. Chain 2, then starting in the second chain from the hook, we're going to make 2 single crochets in the same chain. After that, cut the yarn and leave a long tail. After that, just make a knot with those tails. Now we have to pull the button's yarn tails through the center of the hat. Make a knot and weave in the ends. I'm placing a stitch marker here on round 9, right where the face will be. We're doing this now because the bow and the hat are going to cover some of the first rounds, so this will help us keep track of the rounds when we place the face later. Now we're going to sew the ears onto round 4, leaving about 10 stitches between them. We're going to start sewing this ear from back to front and the other one from front to back. Since the ear has 6 stitches, we're going to make about 6 stitches on the head to attach it. Then we're going to leave the yarn tail at the back of the head. Now we're going to sew the other ear from front to back. Once we're done, we're going to bring this yarn tail over to where the other one is and make a knot. Now we're going to sew on the legs. We're going to place them between rounds 17 and 18 and between rounds 21 and 22. To figure out the distance between them, we're going to count about 7 stitches on round 20. We're going to start sewing this leg with the yarn tail pointing toward the back. Our first stitch is going to go between rounds 21 and 22. And these stitches are going to go between rounds 17 and 18. These last stitches go between rounds 21 and 22. Once we're done, we're going to leave the yarn tail at the back. To make sure both legs are pointing in the same direction, we're going to start sewing this other leg with the yarn tail pointing this way. We're going to start the same way between rounds 21 and 22. Once we're done, we're going to make a knot with both yarn tails from the legs. To sew the arms, we're going to place them like this. Starting on round 11, count 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is round 14. We're going to keep the arms slightly tilted. We're going to start sewing this arm from bottom to top. And the other arm from top to bottom. We're just going to make a knot with both yarn tails. After that, we're going to sew the tail on rounds 16, 17, and 18. Once we're done, we have to make a knot and weave the yarn into the body. Now we're going to sew the bow onto round 4. Before sewing the hat, we're going to skip this stitch and insert the needle into the next one. Then we're going to go back to the same stitch where the yarn is coming from. Now we're going to sew the hat with 4 stitches between rounds 3 and 4. After the first stitch, we're going to make the other 3 stitches. Just make sure not to pull the stitches too tight. Once we're done, we're going to make 4 more stitches right here. And just make the other 3 stitches. Finally, we're going to weave the yarn into the head. And this is how it looks. We didn't have to sew all the way around the hat, and it still looks really nice. Now using pink and brown felt, we're going to cut out all the details for the face. For the mouth, you don't need to cut out the felt into a round shape. We're just going to cut 2 small strips and glue them onto round thing. As we glue them down, we're going to shape them into little curves and adjust them as we go. Then we're going to glue the nose onto round 9, which is where we placed our stitch marker, and the eyes onto round 8. We're going to leave 5 stitches between the eyes, and then add the cheeks. And finally, we have one last detail, and probably the cutest one. We're going to embroider a little asterisk. And this is how our chubby little sitting plushies look. I hope you really like them, and please don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you in the next tutorial.